fuzzy, Bai Ning Bing wouldn't remember clearly. That made it way easier to flip her to my side. So the reincarnation seal lit up with a scene that played out in front of everyone in the hall. In the image was a peaceful little fishing village tucked in the mountains. A family of 3 sat eating around a rough wooden table. The father was a rugged, broad, middle-aged man, and the mother was a gentle, soft-spoken woman. Her belly was visibly swollen, clearly pregnant again. And the little 5-year-old boy at the table was the Heaven-Earth Emperor as a child. Watching the scene in the reincarnation seal, Bai Ning Bing murmured, "Wait, are those my parents?" She had had zero memory of her parents since the day she was born. "Ah, son, your mother's about to give birth. Do you want a little brother or a little sister?" "I want a little sister." Little Who next door always brags about how sweet and well-behaved his little sister is. So yeah, I want a little sister too. I've been reading tons of books in town. Already picked out a name, Ning Bing. Nobody in the hall saw that coming. The Ning Bing Empress's name was personally chosen by the Heaven-Earth Emperor himself. Thinking about the fact that her name came from him, Bai Ning Bing suddenly felt disgusted by her own name. After breakfast, I went out fishing with my father. With his practiced skill, he pulled up 5 eels. I carried them into town and sold them for a few copper coins, then headed straight to the bookshop I'd been dying to visit. Over that year, I picked up a ton of knowledge and I learned about the world of cultivation. Rumor had it that powerful cultivators could actually fly on swords. In one ancient book, I learned about the Heavenly Eye and the Supreme Realm. Legend had it that anyone born with the Heavenly Eye would eventually be unbeatable. At that, a flash of pain crossed Bai Ning Bing's eyes. Just for the sake of being unbeatable someday, you had the heart to steal my Heavenly Eye? The young Heaven-Earth Emperor must have learned about the Heavenly Eye and let greed take over. Which is why he took the Ning Bing Empress's Heavenly Eye later on. The sun was setting. I finished reading and happily headed back to the village. But the moment I got there, I froze at what I saw. Bodies were scattered all over the village. Even the lake had turned red. When I got home, it only got worse. My father and mother were both collapsed on the ground. My mother, the baby inside her, never made it out. It died in the womb. That scene sent shockwaves through the entire Righteous Alliance watching from outside. This doesn't add up at all. If Bai Ning Bing was never born, then where did the Ning Bing Empress come from? Nobody could make sense of it. Bai Ning Bing stood frozen, mind completely blank. In the scene, I was sobbing my heart out. Everything was fine just this morning. I'd even picked out a name for my little sister, and now it all felt like a lifetime ago. "Run!" My father forced his eyes open, using every last bit of strength he had to push out those few words. "Watch out for Yeluoti." Then he was gone. I didn't run right away. I knelt and kowtowed 3 times to my parents' bodies, then searched the village for survivors. Watching the brutal scene play out, the Sword God Empress burned with rage inside. "You went through the same thing, your whole village wiped out. So why did you still massacre my entire Sword God clan?" Once I confirmed there were no other survivors, I grabbed the little food we had left and bolted up into the mountains. The deep forest was full of dangerous beasts. Even grown adults didn't dare go in, but I used everything I'd learned hunting with my father, pushing through the pain of thorn cuts, and survived 3 days and 3 nights up there. By the end, my tears had all dried up. What came out of my eyes was blood. When the food finally ran out, I decided to head to town and lay low, waiting for the day I could get my revenge. But I found that the entire town had been wiped out too.